we had successfully collected the student's age, and I suggested that you should be adding more than just their age, sort of like their name, everything along those lines, their personal details. And I left you with print here. So this is where we're going to have to save it. So you imagine we've got lots of items of data. We've now validated it all, so we want to double check and then just save it so we can use it again later. So where I've got print here, I'm now going to start saving to a text file. Quite simply, to create the text file and to save to it, I'm going to testfile.txt. I don't want to write a brand new file, I want to append to one that already exists, so I'm going to use A. And I'm going to write the line hello world to begin with. So if I press save, run the program, I need to now choose to add a student, and I'm going to enter the student's age as 18. It says it's successfully validated and gone back through, so in the same folder as I have my Python file, I've now got a file that says hello world. Now we'll notice that it hasn't given us a new line, which is probably not a good idea. So what we're going to have to do is edit it so that every single time we append to a file, we append with a new line. We're also going to have to figure out how we want to separate the details out, because I've only got age, but you could have date of birth, you could have name, you could have telephone number. Depends on what details that you're collecting. We need to separate them out too. So file open, let's name it something more useful. Instead of test file, we'll call it student.txt, and instead of hello world, I'm going to put their age. To give me the opportunity of having 2 bits of data, I'm going to have name equals input without any validation, student's name, where you need to have validation in yours. Alright, so I'm going to have name, I'm going to have a comma separating those values, and then I'm going to have their age. Now remember, they didn't append on a brand new line, so what I'm going to have to do is right at the start of a new line, I'm going to write a new line. Now at this moment in time, do be aware it won't write integer or whole numbers to it. So what I mean by that is if I press F5 and run my program, I go to add a student, my first student name is Bob, my student's name is 16, it will throw me an error message because 1, it doesn't like the commas, which is slightly annoying because I put them in. The next error message I'll receive will be that because it doesn't like numbers. So instead of a comma, I'm going to put plus. Bam. And run it. Hopefully get the error message I was expecting this time. Poor Bob, I'm going to use him as another example. There we go. Can only concatenate, so join together strings, not integers. We know that name is a string, but it's a whole number for their age, so I'm just going to cast it, or change it just temporarily to a str or a string. And run it again. I'm going to add another student. The student's name is going to be Bob, 17 years old, bless Bob. And then, oh no, it's not that one, because we renamed it students. Here we go, Bob, 17, it's got a new line after it. So the next one, if I ran it again and added another student, 16, students txt, now has them on a new line. And you can have that for each and every item of data as it goes across. You'll need it for later on. Good luck, and over to you.